Hi everybody, Chisme Chicas here. I'm Paulina.
Zaddy.
Marie.
What the fuck?
I was like thinking in my head, her name's Marie.
Why?
Her name's Marie and she's lying.
That's all she was thinking. Get the fuck out.
Get out. Oh my god. My stomach hurts.
Yeah. We might have to take a break. While she steps away to learn her own name.
She was so serious too. Marie? Who the fuck is Marie?
It was in my head.
Cheers.
You already ate them? You ate some last time?
Hi everybody, Chisme Chicas here. I'm Paulina.
Zaddy.
Carissa.
And we are back for another episode.
Maybe you're just wet.
Ew, you pervert!
Why the fuck does yours keep doing that then? It's just you. Swallow your fucking spit, slobbery ass.
So have you guys ever known somebody who just seems to have like an excess of saliva constantly in their mouth?
I thought it was Tristan. Why would you do that?
You guys gave me too many shots and you wanted me to be on here.
You only had 1.5 shots.
I don't drink unless I'm here.
I know somebody who constantly had like saliva in their mouth. Every time they would open their mouth to talk, there was just like a surplus of it.
Like you just want to lick your lips like,
Yeah, like it was just like too much of it. Like they never swallowed it. Or I don't know. They were producing way too much of it. But this was in elementary school, so maybe they grew out of it. I hope they did.
Poor kids probably
Hope you're not watching. Have you guys ever broken a bone? So I was thinking a lot of people have older kids or teenage kids, and once they get to that age where they're like a teenage, 17, 18, how do you navigate like taking them from kids to adults? How do you go from paying bills or not paying bills to paying bills? How do you go from this is your phone bill, you are responsible for this, or get a job? Or once you hit 18, then how do you tell them you still have a time you need to be home by? Because they feel like they're going to be an adult, but are they? Not really.
Well,
I haven't experienced it yet. Not yet.
Well, I feel like when we grew up, it was kind of when just come home whenever. We didn't.
That was a little different.
We weren't when we were 18. We weren't parented or watched that closely like that.
But also, like I moved out at 19, so. And I already had a job for 3 years, and I went straight into having my own apartment. So I don't know if it's the same. Maybe if I had stayed home and then went to college, and then there were some other. I was just an adult my whole life.
Yeah, I feel like we were the latchkey kids of our same generation.
It's a latchkey kid.
It's when you just leave and come home whenever you want.
That's true.
Latch key. Because there's no parent home. You got to latch the door, stay home. Don't answer the door to people you don't know.
That's true.
Back then, I remember going to across the street to the apartments and my mom standing by the stairs, baby. And I'm like, oh, what's my mom calling? Gotta go.
That's true. It was a different vibe.
Yeah.
Definitely. I can't even let my kids go outside right now. Like,
No way.
I have to sit out there, pull a chair up, watch them play. Like,
Yeah.
which is sad.
Yep. So if my kids go around the block, if it's too long, I'm already checking locations. Where are they? What are they doing? Mm-hmm. And that's the big two. Not even the
younger two.
The younger two. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. I don't know. What's the difference? Is it because we weren't watched that we are now overly watching, or is it
Our moms didn't give a shit back then.
I don't think it's our moms didn't give a shit.
I think it was the generation.
And I also think we didn't have any dads to help them, so they were just them by themselves.
True. I let my son run around to his friends in the apartments, and it doesn't give me like anxiety. Like, where's he at? What's he doing? Where's he at? But if my daughter went outside, I'd be like, I'm coming with you.
That's true too.
I don't know if it's because he's a boy.
No, I think there is
older.
definitely a difference between girls and boys going outside.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. So we never let our daughter walk to the bus by herself. I never left her at any practices by herself. This is the oldest one. But our sons, they do get to do that. We'll just drop them off at practice. You stay there and we'll be back for you. Or it's going to be 20 minutes, 30 minutes before I'm able to come, or I can get there to get you. And that's okay. That's comfortable.
Yeah.
But with a daughter, I would never.
I feel like we are still a little traditional in that sense, because we do...
Like gender roles?
Gender roles. You know, the boys can take care of themselves, or even... Yeah, no, it's just that they can take care of themselves. If they walk to the bus, they're all right.
That's true.
But if a girl walks to the bus, it's like...
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's, ooh, side note on that. So one day, one son was gone. And those gut feelings are so serious. So he always has his location on. He's never in too much trouble. We're talking about our middle olive here. Middle. And he doesn't get into too much trouble. But I had a gut feeling, and I go check location, off. So I call, and for no reason, he's never in any trouble. I just had a weird feeling, and call, and he does answer, but he was like, "Oh, we just left to get food real quick, but why'd you turn your location off? Something sus was going on." And he got yelled at. He got in trouble, but he turned it back on immediately. But those gut feelings, they get you.
Yeah, I feel like you are really good with your gut feelings. I feel like you're very intuitive.
When something happens and you think about it, you know. It is what it is.
Ooh, I know what it is. Every time I'm like, it's something. It's something.
She knows you.
So, guys, I wanted to take a minute to mention Awesome Business Locals Only. They have been so gracious to give us a brim with their new awesome brand. It's Boulevard Brims. They are amazing. They are top notch. They are super quality. They look so good. And we were given the opportunity to raffle one off to one of our lucky followers. We're super excited about that. So more of that is to come. We'll give you a little bit more information about that later in the week. If you haven't stopped by Locals Only, you should definitely check it out. It's all of your Chicano wear, all of the great brands, Dickies, Ben Davis, FB County, and their own custom brand, Boulevard Brims. It is top notch. So if you haven't already, check them out. They are on Instagram. They're located on Fruit Ridge and Stockton. We've gone to several events there. They're super awesome. Joe and Sophia, they're just really awesome people who have built their business from the ground up, and it's really admirable what they've done so far, and how they support our community. We really appreciate them. We're really excited to be working with them. So thank you, Joe, for hooking us up with this brim to raffle off, and we will post pretty soon about that raffle.
So start again, because I'm gonna kill Diddy. I promise.
What?
You. I promise you.
Why'd you call her Diddy?
I'm not Diddy, I promise.
Not a Big Daddy 40.
Oh, Zaddy, you are thirsty today. I'm double fisting it over here.
I see that.
This is the tasty.
That one looks good.
Oh, it's my favorite.
I don't really care for this one, Modelo.
What is your favorite? Wine?
Wine. Well, no, not anymore. I think I like... Yeah, no, I think I do like the Modelos, but I like the flavored ones. I don't really care for these basic ones.
Oh, I have
like
some
the
in the
flavored
car.
ones.
There is some in the car.
There's mango and
Well, it's not like these are gross. Like, I'll drink them. It's just they're not my favorite.
We
Yeah.
know it's half gone.
Do you need another shot, ma'am?
Do you?
Do you need another shot?
Give me another
Marie?
shot. Marie needs another shot.
Zaddy will take another shot.
This is Zaddy. That's Marie.
I think I got banned.
Yeah, like banned from making mac and cheese at Thanksgiving.
Let's talk about that. No, let's talk about mac and cheese making.
Okay, because I don't know how to make it. So.
Okay, because we talked about, hey,
craft.
Carrissa, bring some mac and cheese.
And
Not her pulling up with a box of macaroni.
A box of Kraft mac and cheese?
I never made mac and cheese.
I'm here to make it real quick.
I would have.
No.
I got banned in the beginning. I texted that I would do Kraft mac and cheese. I never got.
You never said Kraft.
You never said Kraft.
You said I'll make some mac and cheese.
You said I will make. You said I will make mac and cheese.
No.
We're like, okay, great. She will make the mac and cheese.
Okay, so
I never ever tried to make it.
Let's make a rule right now. If you say you're making mac and cheese,
that it's homemade.
It's homemade.
Okay.
You don't make it out of the box.
No.
You guys might not know this. We're cousins, and this one here, we're sisters. So we spend all the holidays together.
And Sadie always comes.
Damn,
Bitch. Don't touch nothing.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
What's it called? A smear? What's it called?
A smear? I don't think it's called that.
I don't know.
When you do the noise. A smear?
No, what's it called? ASMR?
I don't think it's called a smear.
Is that what it's called?
No.
That is what it's called.
You do the letters. ASMR.
Yeah.
You're the winner.
Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
Happy Mother's Day, everybody. From Chisme Chicas, we just wanted to say that we really appreciate all the effort and all the love that all the moms put in this world. And we hope that everybody has a beautiful Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. So I got this new job, right? Recently, I started in, I think it was August or no, it was the end of September. Mm-hmm. And so like a couple weeks into me starting, I work with a lot of Japanese people, and one of my coworkers was like, oh, I came in the other morning and I thought I saw somebody staring at me. And we were all kind of freaked out, and she said, no, I swear I saw somebody staring at me. I thought somebody was here. So mind you, this is at 6 a.m. Nobody's in the office. It's just us, just me, her, and maybe one other person, our supervisor. Mm-hmm. And so we all got kind of scared, and she didn't know who it was. So we were talking, and we looked around the office, and nobody was there, but she heard somebody, and she saw somebody.
So she saw somebody, like, sitting at a desk?
No, she saw them walking.
Oh, like walking around the office?
Yeah, she saw somebody in a skirt walking through the office, and they just kind of went around the corner, and that was it. So she was like, oh, so-and-so's here. But nobody was there. It was just us. 6 a.m. She was like, I wonder what they're doing here. We're the first ones there every single day. Mm-hmm. And so...
so she just assumed it was another
employee.
Mm-hmm.
So we go... So a couple days after that, we go out because we heard something, and we saw the TV on in the other room that was pitch black. Pitch black. Nobody's there. It's dark outside because it's winter, and it's dark inside of the office. And so we go, and the TV's on in there, and we're like, that's never, ever on. Why is that on? I think it, like, automatically shuts off at a certain time. And so we go in there, and we're like, oh, yeah, it is on. And she starts screaming. And so I get scared, and I turn around to run, and she turns around to run, and another coworker heard us scream, so they run into the room. And so we all run into each other, and it was her reflection in the window. And so they have it all on camera at work, but I've never seen it, but it's probably pretty funny.
So there was no ghost.
Well, at that time, there was nothing.
I do have a ghost story, though, where there was a real ghost. So when we were younger, we moved into a house that was we were the next tenants after a bad drug deal. So somebody had been shot and killed right in the entryway. Mind you, we didn't know that this had happened until after.
Sorry, I was still laughing about it.
So I'm laying down on the couch. Couch is here, doorway's here, hallway-ish here. Do you remember this?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm laying down, I'm taking a nap, and I open my eyes fully awake, not like dreaming or anything, and I see a lady in front of me standing in the hallway. She's standing there. She has short hair. It's kind of like a pixie type cut, and she's holding a notebook, and she's holding like a pen or something, and she's just standing there and she's staring at me, and then I'm like terrified. Like, I just opened my eyes and there's somebody in my house. So I look away, close my eyes, and then when I look back, she's gone. So then I was totally freaked out. At this point, I'm probably 11 or 12.
I think you were like 11 because we went to Mexico and you turned 12.
Oh yeah, that's right.
This was before that.
Right. So it was terrifying. So then that was it. Call my mom. I'm scared. Right. Somebody's not supposed to be there. And she's like, okay, I don't know what's going on, but I'll come pick you up. So she comes and picks me up. So then that is when we reach out to the owners and find out that somebody was shot and killed. And this was early on when we first moved in there.
I remember
and then
that.
after that, we had deep cleaned the entryway. And remember, we found little blood spots there in the corner of the entryway?
In the front by the carpet.
Yes.
I remember that.
Never cleaned up. They were still sitting there.
They did such a crappy job cleaning up that crime scene.
Yeah. That was my first ever experience. Was it?
No.
You had a lot.
No, it wasn't.
I have a lot.
It wasn't because when we lived in Grandpa's house before, you heard our great grandma sewing in the
No, I didn't hear her.
in the garage.
No, I heard
maybe that was me.
No, I heard him. I heard our great grandpa. So maybe this was before, huh?
Maybe that's what I heard then. I don't remember if it was you or me that heard her sewing. I heard a sewing machine.
That wasn't me for sure.
I think that was me then. Because I had her room.
Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah. So I don't remember that or remember you hearing that, but I believe it.
I remember that.
Wow. So when we lived in that house, the back windows where our rooms were against that pathway, and then detached was the garage. Mm-hmm. So when I would be in my room, I would hear metal work going on back there. So, and he was a welder. Our great grandpa was a welder. So I would hear like metal, like banging, like a hammer, like tools going on. And if you would go outside and see this garage where all this stuff used to happen, it was totally dusted over. Nobody went in there. There was
metal everywhere.
Rusted. It was old. Nobody had touched that.
Old shed.
10, 15, Pampas? 20 years even behind Pompa's house. Pompa's old house.
You were too little.
Tom's house before it was Tom's house when it was the old house.
Oh. She was too little.
Yeah. So... I would hear that constantly. Somebody was back there working, but when you would go outside and go back there, it was all dusty. It was webby. There was spider webs everywhere. Nobody had been back there in a long time.
I remember that.
But I could clearly hear it when it was quiet in the house. Mm-hmm. That might have been the first one. And then she was the second one.
Because then I think after we lived there, we moved to the other house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we moved out of there, then we moved to the other house with the lady.
Yes. Yeah.
How about you?
So one time, I remember down the street from my house, I remember I was driving, and we hit a light, and we hear, and it was a lady with a baby. The baby was crying and crying and crying, and she came to the stop sign and she asked, like, oh, does anybody have change? Mm-hmm. And the two people that I was with, they were like looking for change. And I'm like, I'm like looking out the window, and this lady's just like standing there with the baby crying, and I'm like, let me look if I have change. And then once I start looking, and I start looking for change, I look up, and she disappears. The crying stops, everything stops, there's nobody around, and I'm all looking like, did you guys hear what I hear? And they're all looking at me, and I'm looking at them, and then it was just like silence, like nothing ever happened. And we kept going, we kept driving, and I later on Googled it, and a lady had passed away not too long ago with her baby, and they got hit by a car. Once I looked down,
she was gone.
I think I remember you telling me that.
I probably called you. I think I did. Like, it was like,
I remember
it
you
was
telling me
goosebumps.
that.
It was everything, because I was like, there's no way I just experienced like what happened. And once I felt like maybe she does need help, let me look.
Yeah.
Once I looked, gone, vanished.
Nobody was ever there. Gonna help her.
I feel like it was. I promise you, I feel like it was. The moment I thought like, let me see if I have anything. Soon as I put my head down, gone. The crying stopped. We're like, where'd she go? Where did that woman go?
So I heard a similar-ish story. It was from Grandma, and she would be driving on Watt. And she would see this person standing and asking for help at one of the stoplights. And she said every single time that she saw him, I don't know if you've heard this story before, every time she saw him, she would stop and help him because it reminded her so much of Grandpa.
Her dad?
No, Grandpa, of her husband.
I think I do remember.
That everything about him reminded her of him. And she felt like it was his spirit coming back and to see her, to talk to her or something, just to get some
recognition,
something, some interaction with her. Yeah, and so every time she saw him, she would give something, whatever she had, to him. Because she felt that connection.
Yeah,
those are good ones though. Have you felt a scary one?
Like a scary,
like a evil entity. So a few years ago, this might have been like,
I think you always seen ghosts since you were little.
Always
since you were little.
But I don't see like scary ones that often. But maybe about 5 years ago, there was definitely something scary in my house. So no matter the time of day.
Now?
My house now.
Oh, because I know about your apartment.
Oh, that was a different one.
Yeah.
So no matter the time of day, what was going on, the energy in the house, there was always this specific area in my hallway that was scary.
Like
it was
scary vibe.
And I'm not scared of ghosts.
Yeah.
I'm just, they're chill, but this specific spirit entity, whatever you want to call it, was terrifying. It was so terrifying that I wouldn't leave my baby anywhere near it or leave her near it. But also our second youngest, I would not let him sleep in his room because I would not close the door and I would not leave him separate from us in there alone.
For too long or anything?
For any time. For any length of time. So anytime it was bedtime.
Because it was in between you guys or what?
Yeah, so there's the room and then the hallway and then there's his room at the end of it.
Yeah.
So I even brought his mattress into my room, laid it on the side of my bed so he would be comfy still. But because I was like, no, I'm closing this door and I'm locking it. Because there's no way that I'm going to allow me be here, this evil entity sitting in my hallway, and him over here alone.
On the other side.
On the other side, like separated by this evil thing. I could feel it every time I walked through there. The energy was scary. It was scary. And I had to do like a full cleanse of my whole house before it was comfortable enough for me to leave the door open or let him sleep in his own room, because he was sleeping in my room for weeks. Because it was sitting in there, it was just it felt too strong, too powerful, too evil. But then as soon as I did like the full cleanse, then it was it was okay.
What do you feel? Because I
Just
have
scared.
never experienced something that feels like evil or you don't want to go near it. Like
I have.
It's like in your gut.
Yeah.
It's in your core. It's deeper than your gut. It's like
You get cold. You feel cold. I felt cold when I'm scared of my bathroom, and I felt cold, like so scared that have you ever been so scared that you're cold?
No.
my heart just starts racing and I sit
Well,
there
my
and go
heart
to sleep.
My heart beat
Every night.
like
Yes.
really fast too, but I feel like it's not the same. It's not like fight or flight like when someone's in front of you.
Yeah, it's not like
It's
a
not the
person that
same.
you can fight. It's like a deeper feeling.
Yeah.
Like it's
Like,
not.
you feel it.
You feel
Like a
it
gut feeling,
deeper
like-
than your gut. Like like your soul knows it. Not just not like your physical being knows it has to be ready, but like your soul knows it has to be ready.
I agree because I was terrified of my bathroom, and so I didn't go in there until I cleansed my house too. I had to because I was terrified of my bathroom, and I stopped sleeping in my room.
So once you guys cleanse it, the gut feeling and the energy just went away.
I think I had to do it like 2 or 3 times because I don't know if I did it right the first time, so I had to do it 2 more times, and I looked stuff up and I talked to people, and I had to do it again because I didn't do it right the first time, and I was wondering why I still felt the same way.
So I cleansed my own house, but I definitely took the extra steps to make sure that I was doing everything that I could do correctly and strong. That way I knew it was gone, because it was no like chill spirit just hanging out. Those ones I don't mind. Like, hey, you chill here, you don't bother me, I don't bother you. You can hang out as long as you want. But this specific one that was trying to peer into rooms and trying to hang out and stay. Yeah,
That's crazy. I don't think I've ever experienced anything like that. Anything like that besides my thoughts playing with me like somebody's gonna walk in and kill you.
No,
just thoughts like
that's different.
It's different. It's a different fear.
You're giving me goosebumps.
Oh,
Waiter. Pause.
Your mama's a hoe.
ew.
But can
Take your shot. Just so everybody knows, Marie is, aka Zaddy, is really good at whistling. And if anybody has any requests,
She can whistle any song.
she'll whistle any song to your liking.
Message, bitch.
Can you whistle that?
Yeah.
get the shot time. Cheersies. Cheers. Cheers. Whores.
Oh, you were right. That was gross.
Tasty. Is Baddies like the new age Bad Girls Club?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. I used to watch Bad Girls Club 24/7.
So did I.
All the time.
I watched it as soon as it came out until she told me about Baddies, and then I started watching Baddies.
I never watched Baddies, but I watched Bad Girls Club years and years and years ago.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, no,
same
I was like 19.
Same concept, but better.
Same
Better?
thing, but
Yes.
Just
better.
drama?
Yes,
Just
because
drama.
Natalie Nunn. Like that.
Just like that?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta
Right now
check it
they're
out.
doing the Africa season. It comes out this Sunday. I'm there. I'm fucking there. Promise you.
I gotta catch up. How many seasons are there?
way too
There's
many. There's way too many.
Midwest. There's
Oh, they go like that.
Yeah. Well, so did Bad Girls Club.
yeah.
There was
Can't
locations.
remember.
If you never watched it.
Locations
There's even-
to tell which season it
There's
was.
even one with Krishan and her boo boo.
That's how she got famous.
I seen a TikTok that said,
but that's a good episode, like hella good, like her stressed and her being with him and what he does and what she does, and it was a good ass episode for her.
I seen a TikTok that said, if you know this quote, you're in your 30s.
What
quote?
Are you friends with her? Are you friends with her?
Oh.
No.
Are we friends with what, bitch? Because I'm not 30.
You're not. You're not old enough.
I'm 21.
You're not old enough.
I know that quote,
you don't know.
I don't know what movie it's from.
It's not a movie. It's a reality TV.
Oh, psh.
You don't know.
You don't know. Just say you don't know.
Yeah, don't know. I did. I said I don't think I know.
It's from Jersey Shore.
Oh, I didn't watch that.
Watches Jersey Shore.
I didn't watch that.
Everybody who's 35 and over watches Jersey Shore.
I'm not 35 and over.
35 and over team. Who watched Jersey Shore?
I didn't watch it.
Not I.
Obviously not Chicky.
That was it. That's because I didn't let her watch the shows that I would watch.
Jersey Shore was never like my.
We were never home at the same time.
I think I was never home.
If we were.
What the fuck?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
ASMR.
All of a sudden, you guys know what the fucking word is said.
You were talking about a schmear. I was like, I have no idea who Ashmere is.
I was like, I haven't been to the OBGYN in months.
Who the fuck is Ashmere OBGYN?
A pap smear?
No?
Yeah. No? Oh. Yes?
She obviously hasn't been.
So we have a ton of ghost stories, but we'll have to continue that on the next episode because there's too many to talk about. Bye from Cheese Chicas.
Bye.
Bye.